Hello friends, and welcome to a Nugget Project Spectacular. We are racing at Phillip Island. We just came from Broadford from the Lyne Automotive Track Day, which was their first track day, and it was unreal, so much fun. So the Nugs down there, we just basically did the day, loaded the car up on the trailer, jumped in, and drove straight down here to Phillip Island. And we're at a beautiful Airbnb, nice two-story place, it's great. So yeah, we've got 2 days racing, obviously Saturday and Sunday, so I've come down tonight. I'm just waiting for my beer to arrive, my friends to arrive, and then yeah, have a couple of quiet beers, get some sleep, and then head to the track in the morning. And hopefully this weather stays like it is, because it is beautiful at the moment, and it was such a good day today. Hopefully I finished the Lyne track day before you see this video and it all makes a bit more sense. Anyway, Nug's down there, he's happy as Larry. Went so good today, I was so stoked. So yeah, don't need to do anything really, stick some fuel in it, check the tyre pressures and just send it, go and have some fun. Anyway, my mates will rock up soon, and we'll probably pick us back up tomorrow. Bye. Well, it's the morning and we just rocked up to the island and doing the mandatory tunnel drive. It's kind of a cool way to enter a track, I reckon. I still state I would not want to drive a freaking car transporter through here. Well, we're at the island. We've set up. Got one of my best friends, Jesse, here today, helping me out, which is awesome. And we've got Benny's and Brad. We've got our little camp set up with the tent. Nugs all ready to go. We have our Oil and Energy and Redline flag set up because Oil and Energy and Redline are the best. Sorry about the wind. So we've got driver briefing soon, and then we will get out there and do qualifying. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to do something a little different here. I've had a few people message me and comment in the comment section saying this is something I should do, so I'm going to do a bit of commentary over my runs. Obviously, for people who aren't into motorsport, it's interesting to get a driver's perspective. Not a great driver, but a driver nonetheless, on everything and what's going on. And also, when I'm just cutting up the highlights, it's a bit hard to follow what's happening racing-wise. So I figure I'll do a bit of narration and try and sort of fill you guys in. So this is obviously my qualifying session. I'm not going to put much of it in because it's just qualifying. It's a bit boring. I drove pretty average. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, it took me a while to really get back into it. Phillip Island's a fast track, and even though I was at Broadford the day before, yeah, it took me a while to get back into it. So I did manage to get a PB though, of 205.9, which is 0.1 of a second quicker than my previous PB, but I'll take it. I'm down to 205, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, that got me into 24th position all up, out of 39 cars. Alrighty, qualifying is over. I think I came 24th out of 39 or 40 odd cars, so I'll take that, that's pretty good. The car's feeling a bit rickety. We've got a bit of movement in here somewhere, so I'm going to jack it up and check that out. It took me a few laps to figure out my lines again. I'd completely forgotten, all over the place. But yeah, anyway, we'll see what's up with this car and wait for race time. Who would have thought it'd be windy at Phillip Island? Never seen this before. I don't think this place knows what no wind is. Lockdown hair's going well though. Anyway, we're gonna head out on track I know we head over there soon and line up and God help us. Let's do it. Alrighty, so race one. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was not a good race. I was very rusty, and I think just driving, not being in a race car for 6 months and driving in peak hour traffic with everybody in Melbourne who cannot drive, I had a lot of trust issues around other cars, which I think if anybody drives on the Melbourne roads would understand. But yeah, so basically I just was not aggressive enough. I gave way too much room, and by the first 3-4 corners, as you'll see here, everybody got past me. You can see how much racing room I'm giving here. Like, I really should have shut the door there, tucked in behind him, but I did not, and you just see everyone just piles past me. Just the way it is. So this is something I am working on. I know this is my biggest downfall. When I start getting momentum and I start moving, I do okay. I do have decent pace and the car's good. But my starts are horrific, especially here. But as you'll see, as the weekend goes on, I do improve and I do get better. But yes, this first race started 24th and just everybody walked past me. It was not good. So much racing room, I was out in the dirt. So we've skipped ahead a bit here. There's no point showing you guys the whole thing. We've skipped ahead a few laps. Yeah, so chasing down the car in front, that's Sinclair, and we've actually had some really cool battles at Winton, and we seem to be sort of a similar pace. So it was good to get back on Mike's bum and have a bit of a battle, which was cool. And a lot of these guys in this group, you'll see here, you'll see throughout all the races, we're all very similar pace, and oof. Look at these guys. Wow. I think I actually backed off the throttle there because I'm just like, wow, these guys are going to have each other off. But yeah, this group at the back here, we're all very similar pace, and it's so much fun just fighting with these guys and having a blast. See here, I tried to tuck up the inside of Mike. I was starting to get a little bit more confidence up in this race, but yeah, just didn't have the guts for it. So here, once again, we've skipped ahead a couple of laps just to skip out because there was not much happening, and I got a good run of McLeod there, which was great. A bit of pace, and then managed to squeeze past Mike. Coming to turn 1. Check out the new 360 camera. How cool is this thing? It's cool to be able to aim the footage in post and show you guys a bit of the action. So I managed to get past Sinclair there and hold the position, which was cool. And then got super duper loose into 2. The track does go a little bit off camber there, so you can get a bit loose if you're not paying attention, which I was not, obviously. I was just happy I got past somebody. And then this is coming up to Honda, and Honda is one of the big overtaking spots, especially for the XLs, because it's all about how deep you dive under brakes. As you can see here, Mike did a good dive and got me fair and square. Well played. I must admit, I seem to have quite a bit of speed coming into Siberia here. I tend to hold my speed pretty well. Obviously not compared to the front runners, but compared to the little pack we're battling with, I tend to hold my speed well there, which is good. And here we go, we've skipped ahead and we're on the straight again and having another crack at getting past Mike. Managed to hold it, but you can see the the grip starts to let go there at that speed. I've skipped ahead again because not much is happening. Those guys cleared off and we've sort of moved ahead in the race. I'm just cutting out anything that's not interesting. If we're just running laps, it's not that exciting. Here we go. Someone having a run up the inside and got me good. And I really should have stayed in. I should have tucked right in on his bum. I'm fairly well tucked, but yeah. The problem is because I was battling him,
clear, got right up the inside again. Terrible. Should have held my line. This is what I'm talking about. Now I think this is the bit here. So Claire caught me out. We usually brake at about the 100 to 75 metre mark, and he hits the anchors right here at the 150 metre mark, and I was not expecting it. And you can see there, big lock up, and it meant mate Brendan got past me. I was a bit bummed about that because I was having good fun with Mike, and I reckon I probably could have maybe got him before the finish, but yeah, I just wasn't expecting the brakes to come on that early. I mean, pretty much everybody's braking at, you know, past the 100 metre barrier and getting some brake lights at 150. Definitely surprised me, and yeah, I was in a pretty big lock up. But there we go, that's race one. Yes, not amazing. I lost some spots, but geez, it was some good fun. Alrighty, so that was race one. Not exactly how I wanted it to end. I lost a few spots as you saw in the video, but it was heaps of fun. That was the most intense race I've had in an XL so far, but yeah, good times. I really enjoyed it. So locking up the car, and we're going to leave the trailer and the shelter with the cover off it. We're going to go back to our comm and have a beer and look at some footage. Onwards to beer. So we're back at our accommodation. How freaking nice is this? Look at this joint. Benry's just got his sweet S14 here. Look at those wheels. My lord. I think they're off a 370? 370Z? Look at that fitment. Holy cow. This is his project beast. It's really cool. So he's doing all the original Jap spec stuff. Like he's got you know, the wind deflector, he's got the little louver things in there. It's got like I think it's got Nissan lights in here. Sorry, Sylvia lights in here. Like the stock boombox thing. Like it's all sorts of fun factory Japanese stuff, which is really cool. Anyway, I'm just sorting out the Volvo because it's a mess, but I'm going to go and have a beer on that veranda right there in a minute. You're ruining me. Alright, so I'm here with a bunch of scallywags. Benjamin's over there, looks like a lobster.
Hello.
How's that sunscreen going, sunshine?
What sunscreen?
Yeah, exactly. Brad is over there looking pretty red. We've got Tara and Jesse here having some brewskis. I've just been reviewing the footage from today. I lost a lot of spots being a Muppet, but I will do better tomorrow. But it was a really fun day. I enjoyed it, and the car's still in one piece, so that's great. We're in this beautiful place. Look at this veranda. Why aren't we on the veranda? Really should be on the veranda. I'm
taking for a look at the view.
No, I'm not getting up. But I am going to close the laptop and go sit on that veranda. And we've got pizza coming, and I've got all my stinky race gear hanging up outside. It's real stinky. But yeah, we're going to have some beers, not too many, because racing, got to be responsible. And then tomorrow we will have at it again. We've got 2 races tomorrow, and I really want to move back up through the pack. So we started 24th today, finished 30th, which is terrible. You would have seen that footage where Mike decided to brake a bit early. He was kind of in the middle of the track, I don't know. Anyway, he braked at 150. I usually brake at 75 on Honda, and holy crap, it caught me off guard, and you can see I locked up and got super sideways. Which allowed Brendan to get past me. But anyway, we're starting on the grid. I'm behind Mike tomorrow, so I'm coming for you. And Brendan's going to be beside me, I think, which is really cool because he's a super good dude. So we're going to have a bit of a battle, which will be fun. And yeah, we'll see if we can work our way up through the pack and try and get, if I can get back to 24th, I'll be happy. But I don't know, if I can finish with the car straight and be happy, that's probably the main goal. Racing's the real winner. Racing's the real winner. Shut up, you two, honestly. You know how hard it is to do YouTube stuff when there's like Muppets like this hanging out laughing at me? You shut up as well. All of you. Okay. That's enough for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow morning. You. Alrighty, it is Sunday morning. Had a fairly decent sleep, although some whack jobs set off fireworks outside our Airbnb last night, so that was interesting. Huge queue to get into the island at the moment. Like we're at the fence line here, and the entrance is 300 meters that way, and we're queued up to get in. So that's it's pretty mega, but it's 8:30 and we've still got a couple of hours till we have to race, so not panicking. I just got to put fuel in the car and, you know, set up the tent and stuff like that. It'll be good. Anyway, let's go and once we're inside, I might get a camera out today and go and show you some other cars and other things going on. So we'll just play the waiting game. So we're in and set up. Sports sedans are going around at the moment. It's a bloody beautiful day and not as much wind as yesterday, so hopefully that stays doing that. Brad and Benry's have gone back to Melbourne sadly, but they've got, you know, family things to do. So Jesse and Tara are here. I've got Tara as crew chief from the comms, and yeah, I'm about ready to get set up. Oh man, look at this, stone chip. Brutal. Anyway, yeah, that's been happening a lot on the track. I think everybody's dragging stones onto the track and then flicking up. Anyway, so we'll get ready and go do this. We just got a slap on the wrist from the officials for passing under yellows. It wasn't me, but I got passed under yellows by somebody. I won't name them. But yeah, hopefully we don't have any more of that today, and time to charge and try and make up some spots. Let's do it. Alrighty, dummy grid race 2. The nervous part. Everything's good. I got my tire pressure set. Suspension feels pretty good. Just gotta go do it now.
Alrighty, race 2. So I got a bit of a better start in this one, but still very bad compared to what I should be doing. Still didn't quite have my confidence up, but as you can see, sort of by the end of this race, I started getting more confidence up, and by the third race, I started to have my act together slowly. I was definitely, yeah, I was sort of in amongst it here. Started on the left again, which I'd rather be on the right because it means I can tuck in. Sets me up wrong for turn 2, but I'd rather have turn 1 in the bag. So anyway, got a bit of a run. Here's that 360 camera again. You can see it on the roll cage there. It's all clamped down. It's a very cool bit of kit. So I can pretty much look at any bit of footage I want at any angle afterwards, which is great. So right in amongst it here, trying to keep my pace up and try not to worry about everyone else. My biggest issue is I don't have the confidence that if they're not past my B pillar, to trust that they're going to tuck back in and give me the racing line. Once again, this comes down to just lots of road driving and not trusting anybody else. I just need to trust these guys and girls are good drivers and good racers. And I just need to have the confidence that they are going to get out of my way when I'm on the race line and they haven't made my B pillar. Here's Gareth. He spun out. I don't know if it was this race or the race before, but I did say I was going to let him through. I'm like, man, he's an incredibly talented racer. And I'm like, no, you're just going to get past me. I'm going to let you through. I'm not going to hold you up. Cool. So these guys here, we had good battles with. So that's Brendan. We just passed in there. He is an incredibly nice guy, and we have a lot of fun on track together. We have a lot of mutual respect and have a great time. It's really good fun. Dude in front, Lee, I don't know him. But we had some great battles, like this race and the next race. We swapped positions a heap. He's car number 33. I've never met him, but he's great fun on track. We had a blast. There we go. Brendan gets me back. I think that's turn 2. He's really fast on turn 2, Brendan. So he pretty much gets me there most times. And then yeah, I think I stay on the back of this pack here for a little bit. I know Brendan does hit Lee up the back here because Lee was braking quite early into. There we go. There's the hit. Lee was braking quite early into Siberia for some reason. Like he caught me out too, and I had to tap the brakes on one lap. Obviously, just not confident in the car or that corner, and Brendan did tap him and bust the headlight, I think. So, and here we go. We've skipped ahead. This is back to turn 1. And all three of us kind of all over the track, and Brendan giving me heaps of racing room and all that. And now we've skipped forward again. This is Honda. And this battle just went on for laps. It was great fun, just having a crack at each other. Really good times. If people say you can't have fun racing at the back of the pack, they are on crack. So here, I went way too wide over Lukey. Lee was braking going up the hill into Lukey, and I don't. I let off a little bit, feather the throttle, and then pretty much keep it flat over Lukey, and he kind of caught me off guard, and I thought, oh, I'll go on the outside, and then got on the dirty stuff, and the car just was sideways as hell. It wasn't pretty. Anyway, I think we have a crack down here. This is after turn 2, going down into 3 and then into Honda. So this is flat through here, so we put it in 4th and then just hold the throttle flat all the way around here, and the car holds no problem. And then it's brake. So he broke at about 125, and I usually brake past 100, so I managed to get past him no problem there. Except I was so excited I got him, I then did not concentrate for Siberia. So I came into here way too hot, and there we go. All over the place, washing the windows with the steering wheel, and he came straight up beside me, and ta-ta, off he goes. What an idiot. What an idiot. You live, you learn, huh? So here we are now coming up over to Lukey. You can see he's braking there, which and I catch right up to him. And once again, probably just not confident with the track. And I did have a crack here, but he went wide, he blocked me. And then, if you have a look here, one of our mates, Greg I believe it is, gave me my first love tap in a race. So he hit up the back. He's a really nice guy. He actually came, here's his footage, on board footage he sent me. So he came in a bit hot, and because I had Lee on the outside, I couldn't go any faster. I was trying to get around him, and he gave me a bit of a love tap, and then gave me a bit of a, sorry man, wave. But yeah, he's a lovely guy. He was right next to us in camp, and yeah, he was actually racing Formula V as well. So he'd get out the XL and do double duty straight into his V, which is incredible. So yeah, good dude, and put in a solid weekend of racing. But yeah, then managed to pit Lee on the straight. I will give it to my car, considering it's old, it does seem to have some legs. It goes alright. Except for there we go. So this is pretty much our last lap here. So there's the 3 of us here just having a big old battle, and it was great fun. Because we all knew it was the last lap, and we all wanted that position. Go. Okay, had a bit of a dive there. I've tucked in with him. Managed to get Lee. And then I had a crack. I think it's Hayshed, the next right. I can't remember. I think this is Hayshed, this next right. Had a crack, and then I was offline here for going over Lukey, which, because I tried to go up the inside, but it actually slowed me down. And then you'll see Lee did a last ditch effort to try and get past me, and I saw him coming in hot, and I thought, you know what, and I hit the brakes a bit earlier, let him fly by, and then tucked in and crisscrossed him and had the exit speed to get past him. And then was on the hunt for the next position because we were coming up to the checker. And I know I've got pace coming onto the straight here. My exit speed's a lot quicker. I don't know if it's a setup thing, or I think his engine might be a bit tired, and mine's just got the legs. But bit of a tuck, and had the legs to get it done down the straight. What a fun race! Like, those sort of battles at the back are just heaps of fun, and is what this racing is all about. It is so good. Bit of a wave to the boys because we all had a blast together. Legends. Well, that was a super exciting race. Hopefully the footage I got shows you how it went. That was gnarly. I don't think I've raced that hard yet, so that was cool.
Lost a couple of spots. I actually thought I was doing alright. I thought I gained a few spots, but obviously that, once again, the start, I lost a few and I made a few up, but now 32nd is what it is, but I had an absolute blast. That was so much fun. Managed to get the last two guys on the last lap, which was great. Got tagged for the first time. Car's got its first war wound and almost got spun on Lukey, which scared the crap out of me, but yeah, it was good times. So anyway, one more race today, so we'll see if we can make up some spots, but at the end of the day, racing's the real winner.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence, then let them in, chalk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game.
So do you know what the dummy good's for? It's for sitting there and thinking about every nut and bolt you probably didn't do up. Race 3, here we go. I'm on the right hand side of the track this time, which I was excited to try because I've never started from the right. And I'm right behind our mate Brendan. And I was hunting him. And you can see familiar cars all around us. It's our little battle pack at the back. They're racing for sheep stations up the front and we're racing for, I don't know, 6 packs of beer at the back. A much nicer line starting from the right, so you can tuck in, and even though they've got the shot from the left, you can kind of get round and then throw the car left to tuck in. The outside of that part of the track isn't that dirty, like it's not very slippery, so you can stay out wide and it's not a problem. So they get a little bit more speed on the inside, but it's not like you're gonna get yourself in strife staying on the outside. And it does set you up pretty nice for the next corner. So we skipped ahead a bit because that pretty much just stayed the status quo for a while. And we are once again hunting down our mate Brendan. Here we go. Did we get him? I can't remember. And you watch his exit speed on 2, he's so quick through here. Gets it in, look at that. He's off. Skimming ahead again because not much happened. Brendan's car's cocking the leg, his back left wheel always comes off the ground there. Whoa, yeah, that's right, that's a bit exciting. I did back off a bit then because I wasn't too sure if he was going to grip up and come back on tracks, and I did lose a bit of time there, but we made it back up, we hunted back down, and so head down and made up the time. And then got pipped by somebody who's obviously much better at braking than I am. So we skipped ahead a bit here. Once again, not much happened. Here we go, making a move. I think this is turn 3. No. Oh no, this is H-Shed, sorry. Coming up to Lukey. So many lock-ups. They got me on the inside. Brendan did a big lock-up and fell back there. Such a fun part of the track here. But the thing is, if you stuff up on MG and you've got somebody on your ass, they've got you on the straight, hands down. There's just no way to get away with it. Like, once they draft you down the straight, you're done. I don't think you've really lived until you've held it flat through turn 1 of the island. Even in an XL, it is just an experience. It's so cool. Too wide, lost a spot. Terrible driving, Matt, come on. Okay, so this next bit's a bit of a weird one. I hit a few ripple strips and I think I actually got pad knock off on my disc. You'll see here, I hit the brakes and nothing happened. You can see me pumping the brake there and I just went straight. It's the first time I've had that in this car, and I think I may have hit the ripple strips a bit hard, and pad knock off basically pushes your pads out a bit. When you hit the brakes, it pushes the pads back in, and then the next time it actually grips. But yeah, I pushed the pedal and nothing happened. It was not super scary because there's a big runoff there, but it meant I lost a bunch of time, and actually we're skipping ahead now, but I basically just head down, bum up, and just ran numbers to try and catch the guys up, and I did. See here, I've caught up to them, but yeah, that sucked because I was right in the middle of it, and man, yeah, just no brakes was a bit scary. So anyway, we caught back up to them, and yeah, through MG here. This Clark. Not sure if we got him in the end. We had a crack. Thank you, Jesse, for the external camera footage. I appreciate your filming all weekend. You are a legend. As this, I didn't know where to go, and I thought I'd have a crack at the gap in the middle, and then it did not happen. Milburn just shut the door on me. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. That would have been a bit sketchy, to be honest, but I had the pace. I was like, I'll take the gap if it's there, but yeah, that would have been hell sketchy, so I'm kind of glad he shut the door on me. Clark's car looks unreal. That livery is so cool, and especially with the orange on the wheels matching. It's sick. Well played, man. I don't know if we've met. I'm sorry if we have, but yeah, your car is very cool. I dig it. It's sideways through there. God, look at that car, look at that livery. Damn. Here we go. Run onto the straight. She's got the legs. Yeah, Nug. So good. Skipped ahead here to the end. Then that was the end. Yeah, we're done. So that was race 3. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of explanation and commentary. And now here's me.
And that's it. Last race is over. What a fun weekend. The Nug was awesome. The only issue I've got is I think my front left wheel bearing's pretty much cactus. Coming around turn 1, it's roaring and making all sorts of horrible noises, but yeah, that race was good. I think I made up, I started 33rd and finished 28th, so I made up 5 spots. Had some great battles, so much fun with Brendan. He's such a legend, that was great. And a couple of the other boys, and managed to get past them and get over the line free. I would have actually liked more time. I was starting to get really in the rhythm, and I was doing good times and chasing guys down, but you know, the race just can't go forever. But yeah, that's it. Thanks to all the guys that helped me out, and thanks for everyone who's still watching. I know a few of you guys came up and said, you know, it's great to see the videos we still watch, which is really nice. Not doing this for fame or any of that. I'm just doing it because it's a bit of fun, and hopefully new guys coming up can kind of get an idea of what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Great fun. I came 28th and I had the best time. So anyway, cheers guys, cheers for watching. We'll see you in the next vid.